Another day, another blessing. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be making this lovely simple dress that I have on here. It's a very simple tutorial, so stay tuned and let's make it. So for this tutorial, you're going to be needing 2 yards of this crepe fabric. It's a printed crepe fabric. You're going to be needing 2 yards of it if you're my size. If you're on the bigger size, you should probably go for like 2.5 yards. Okay, so right now I just laid my fabric on the floor. And I've folded it into 4 right here. Like my fabric is folded into 4, the front, the back, and I left zipper allowance for the back. So right here I'm just marking my lines. That is my bust point, my waist, my hip line, and the full length of my dress. That is what I've marked right there. Here I'm marking my shoulder and I'm marking my neckline. For my back neckline, I'm going down by 1 inch. I'm doing the wideness of 3. For my front neckline, I came down by 7 inches. You can go deeper and you can come up by 6. It all depends on what you want. And here I'm just trying to create my armhole. I slanted my shoulder by 1 inch and I'm just marking my armhole. I'm just marking it right there. And now I'm just going to put in my body measurements. So here at my chest line, I'm just going to put my bust measurement divided by 4 plus 1 inch, and I'm going to put that there. At my waist line, I'm also going to put my waist divided by 4 plus 1 inch. At my hip line, I'm also going to put my hip measurement plus 1 inch. And then I'm just going to connect all these lines together and form the shape and then cut it out. So that is that. I'm going to cut out the back and cut everything out before I cut out the neckline for the front. So the length of this dress is totally optional, depends on what you want. If you want it shorter, if you want it longer, it all depends on what you want. So I'm opening the back for the zipper side. I've opened that up. Now I'm going to cut the sleeve. The sleeve is you cut it like a bell sleeve. Then later you can go on and put in your elastic. So this is me now just cutting my sleeve. And you can make this as wide as you want. It all depends on how full you want your sleeve to be and how small or thin you want your sleeve to be. It all depends on what you want. There's no specific measurements for these things. It all depends on what you want, the bigger or the smaller you want it. So now I'm just going to put in the interfacing I've cut out for the neckline. That's just what I'm doing right here, and I'm going to pin all of that down before I head to the sewing machine to sew them down. Alright, so I'm going to also do the same thing for the back pieces. For the back piece is going to be 2 because there's going to be a zipper at the back. So I'm going to sew this and turn it and top stitch it, then bring it for ironing. This is what I've done right now. I've sewn the neck interfacing and I've top stitched it on the other side, and now we're going to join the shoulders together. That is what I'm doing right now. I'm joining the shoulders together, both the shoulders. I've joined them together, and now I'm going to put the sleeve, join the sleeves at the shoulder. So that is just what I'm doing right now. I've made a notch for the center of my sleeve, connected it to the center of the shoulder, and I've joined that. So now it's time to join the dress together. So for this is the part where you need to really pay attention. So this is the elastic that I'm going to use. I'm going to create an elastic case for the sleeve, and I'm going to use that for this sleeve. So now you're going to create straps for this dress. You're going to create a long strap that you're going to use for the lacing, and then another strap that you're going to use for these 3 marks that we mark. So at your waistline, you're going to come up by 1 inch and make a mark. You're going to also go down your waist by 1 inch and also make a mark, and then in the middle of your waist. So it's 3 lines together. So now you're going to cut this loops that will be about 1.5 or 2 inches long, and then you're going to fold them and put them on the inside of the dress. You're going to put it just enough for it to poke out through the other side and still be enough to for you to run a stitch on. So that is what I'm doing right here. I'm just putting it in and pinning it down. You can sew your dress halfway through and then leave that space for the loops, and you can still just do it while you are making your mark and sew everything all together. All depends on what you want to do. So that's just what I'm doing here right now. I've done for the other side. I'm also going to do the same thing for the other side, and then I'll put a zipper and the dress is done. So this is the dress. I haven't put the elastic on the sleeve yet, sorry. So that's why it's looking like this. So like this too is actually a vibe. In fact, my friend that I made this one for, she actually saw this video and said that she liked the way this sleeve is better than the putting of the elastic. So I'm not going to put elastic on this one anymore. This is how this one is going to be. As you can see, the dress is so nice and it's very easy to make. I've put a zipper on the back, and this is how everything is looking, and it's looking so nice. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll be seeing you in my next one. Stay blessed.